For years, fans believed Amanda Batula and Kyle Cooke would somehow beat the odds, even when their fights played out on national television, even when trust was broken, even when the warning signs were impossible to ignore. People still rooted for them. But now, after more than 4 years of marriage, that belief has officially collapsed. Because when their joint breakup statement quietly appeared online, it didn't feel shocking, it felt inevitable. And once you look back at everything that led up to this moment, the ending starts to make uncomfortable sense. The confirmation came without fireworks, no explosive accusations, no dramatic captions, just a shared message posted to Instagram stories, calmly stating that they had mutually and amicably decided to part ways. The wording was careful, polite, almost corporate. They spoke about reflection, personal growth, and healing, phrases that usually signal a breakup that's been in the works far longer than fans realize. And then came the request for privacy, which instantly raised eyebrows. This was a couple whose entire relationship unfolded on reality TV. Privacy had never been the foundation. Signing the message together as Amanda and Kyle gave the illusion of unity, but for longtime viewers, the tone felt less like peace and more like emotional exhaustion finally reaching its limit. Because this split didn't come out of nowhere, it was years in the making, and the cameras caught almost all of it. From the very beginning, Amanda and Kyle's relationship was public property. Their engagement in 2018 wasn't just a milestone, it was content. Their wedding delays due to the pandemic weren't private stressors, they were storylines. When they finally married in September 2021 at Amanda's parents' home in New Jersey, many fans saw it as a victory, proof that love could survive reality TV pressure, cheating scandals, and constant conflict. But underneath the celebration was a relationship already carrying unresolved wounds. Every argument, every awkward silence, every emotional breakdown was archived forever, and instead of healing in private, they were forced to relive those moments every season. That kind of pressure doesn't just strain a relationship, it slowly reshapes it. And one moment in particular changed everything. Back in 2019, Kyle admitted to cheating on Amanda during a guy's trip. His explanation was messy, confusing, and deeply uncomfortable. He claimed he blacked out and woke up with another woman in his bed, a statement that instantly fractured trust. Amanda was devastated, viewers were stunned, and yet she stayed. At the time, many fans praised her strength, others questioned whether forgiveness came too quickly, but what everyone agreed on was this: the relationship was never the same afterward. Trust isn't something that magically resets, it lingers, it resurfaces in arguments, it quietly rewrites how partners see each other, and even when cameras stop rolling, that damage follows you home. Years later, those old wounds would resurface, dressed up as something new. Fast forward to the Summer House Season 10 trailer, and suddenly the internet was buzzing again. In one scene, Amanda tells friends that Kyle didn't come home until early morning, claiming he had fallen asleep at a fan's apartment. The reaction from the cast was immediate: shock, disapproval, concern, and online, speculation exploded. For many viewers, it sounded hauntingly familiar: late night, missing explanations, broken trust. The pattern felt painfully recognizable, and while rumors ran wild, fans didn't need proof. The storyline wrote itself. But as quickly as the narrative took hold, Kyle pushed back, and his version painted a very different picture. Kyle later addressed the situation publicly, making it clear that he did not stay at a fan's apartment. According to him, the night spiraled after an event Amanda chose not to attend, followed by a bar and an after-party. He admitted he stayed out too late. He admitted it looked bad, but he insisted nothing inappropriate happened, claiming he fell asleep on a couch and woke up close to 6 a.m. He expressed regret, but also frustration, because by this point, trust was already so fragile that even innocent mistakes carried heavy consequences. And when trust reaches that stage, the issue isn't just what happened, it's what people believe could have happened. Which brings us to the deeper problem neither of them could ignore anymore. Beyond the late nights and accusations, something else was unraveling quietly. Kyle began voicing that he felt emotionally unsupported, especially as he pursued his DJ career. In one emotional moment, he revealed that he played the biggest gig of his life and felt Amanda didn't care. That statement cut deeper than any rumor because it suggested a disconnect that had nothing to do with cheating. He questioned their compatibility, their chemistry, their intimacy. Words that don't come up suddenly, they surface after years of emotional drift. Friends started urging Amanda to stand up for herself. Ultimatums were mentioned, boundaries were discussed, and when ultimatums appear, the relationship is already standing on unstable ground. At that point, the question wasn't if they would separate, but when. By the time the breakup announcement arrived, many fans felt a strange mix of sadness and relief. Sadness because they had invested years watching this love story unfold. Relief because the tension had become unbearable. Patterns repeated, conversations looped, apologies lost meaning, and being watched by millions only magnified every crack. Reality TV doesn't just document relationships, it accelerates their breaking points. Private issues become public debates, healing becomes performance, and sometimes the healthiest choice is walking away. Amanda and Kyle didn't fail because they didn't try. They failed because trying wasn't enough anymore. On the surface, their breakup announcement was calm and respectful, but beneath it lies years of unresolved pain, public pressure, and emotional fatigue. What fans saw on screen wasn't manufactured drama, it was a relationship slowly unraveling in real time. Now, as they move forward separately, the story leaves behind an uncomfortable question. Can love truly survive when every mistake becomes entertainment? And maybe the real lesson isn't about choosing the right partner, but knowing when to let go.